My name is Mark Joseph Dávila. I'm Chicano. I'm an artist, educator, and project expert at Mount Sachs Diana Berger Art Gallery. First, I'd like to begin with my regalia. This is a camisa de Yucatan, which is handmade by the Mayan people. And then I will be discussing about the Maya and their civilization, which thrived in Mesoamerica, covering parts of present-day Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador, plus several Mexican states, such as Yucatan, Campeche, Tabasco, and Chiapas. The civilization reached its height in 250 and 900 AD until they were colonized. The Mayans were focused on mathematics, astronomical systems, and writing systems, and the Mayan people still thrive in the region, carrying these traditions in present time. The mathematical system the Mayan used was the vegesimal symbol, which is a base 20 counting symbol, and all their symbols reflected nature and animals. To be specific, a dot represented 1, a bar represented 5, and shell represented 0 as a placeholder. Application, I chose the Maya because they're a part of my heritage, and I want to show a tribute to my ancestors as being a Chicano artist. I teach art, and I continue to focus on these symbols and incorporate them in my own artwork. And then I would like to also share 5 interesting facts. The first one would be drawing from the Smithsonian Institute, which shows a Mayan math game that was for leisure for the youth and also adults. A second fact about the Maya, they invented chocolate. The word was theobroma for cocoa, which translates to food of the gods. Third, Mayan girls couldn't marry until the age of 14 and men until the age of 20. And the fourth interesting fact would be Mayans wore red string around their wrist to ward off the evil eye. And the last fact that I found most interesting was it took until the end of the 18th century for scientist Herschel to calculate the Milky Way galaxy of 100 million stars. The Maya knew this information before any modern scientist. I also find that it's fascinating that all of their pyramids and structures were also aligned with astrological forecasts. And then my resource is by Hun Botsman, who is a Mayan ceremonial leader, daykeeper, artist, and historian of the Mayan civilization. Hun Botsman is also the founder of the Mayan indigenous community. All of my information came from his book, Mayan Science and Religion, which was published by an indigenous publishing company known as Bear Publishing. And another thing I would like to share is the Hob calendar. And the Hob calendar is a 365-day solar calendar, which is very similar to our Gregorian calendar. And the Mayans use this calendar for agriculture, ceremonial purposes, and it's still used in present day to carry on these traditions. A lot of these traditions were washed away due to colonization, but were carried on through oral traditions, which I learned from Hun Botsman, who is a spiritual keeper of the Maya. And then the calendar also reflects the base 20 system, which we could see the same symbols that are used in their mathematics to calculate that it took 365 days for the Earth to orbit around the sun. I'll continue to focus and research on the Maya. Thank you for allowing me to share with you.